Hebrews grew too numerous. They might have risen against us.
Father, tell me you didn't do this.
Moses, sometimes for the greater good, sacrifices must be made.
Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakal Kadash, giving double honors to the prophets and elders of great millstone. Peace and blessings of the pushing this truth and sincerity and abide Babul. Alright. This is my third part to this series, the movie called The Prince of Egypt. And in this certain scene, you were seeing how the Egyptians was dealing with the Israelites. Alright, or the Jews, the Hebrew Israelites. You know, the people today would be the Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right, but in the past life, we was in captivity in Egypt. All right, and to be quite honest with you, that was a terrible slavery. All right, you seen for your own eyes what they was doing. You know, if you seen the other videos, they had taskmasters whipping us. We was working hard. It was a hard bondage. All right, but like I said in this particular clip, one thing about this movie that's off is they got Moses not knowing that he's an Israelite. Moses knew that he was an Israelite. You know, you could prove that because when Pharaoh's daughter found him, she said, "Bring me a Hebrew midwife," because she knew that was his people just by looking at him. All right, you could see the difference between a Hamite and an Israelite. Just because we got melanin don't mean that we the same people, all right? Because Esau then he the ruler of the world right now. He didn't mix with all these other nations, slowly taking away their pigmentation. At one point in time, everybody had pigmentation except for that devil, all right? So that's what they try to say. They try to say the Israelites and the Hamites, or the so-called African Americans and the Africans, are the same people because we got pigmentation. That's not true according to the scriptures, because when she saw Moses as a child, she knew he was a Hebrew. There are clear differences between us and them. All right, but to go further into this clip, you see Moses finding out the truth. Like I said, he already knew he was a Hebrew though. In this movie, they just got him thinking he an Egyptian, and he learning the atrocities and and basically how the Israelites was being treated like shit. All right, the Pharaoh was looking at the Israelites like cattle, or like they were slaves at the end of the day. So he's looking at them like they was property, not people. All right, and if you know how slavery worked, you know that's to a T. Basically, you owned by somebody. You are property. But some of them things them Egyptians was doing, the Lord wasn't with that. All right. How do I know this? Because the scriptures talk about Israel being the apple of the Most High Eye. It don't, the Lord always gonna get us up. All right, He made that covenant with Abraham with us. He made a promise to us. All right, and any heathen that think they about to wipe us out, like this, just like in this movie that happened in real life, like for Pharaoh, for example, any of them that think they about to wipe us out, they foolish. But I'm gonna bring these scriptures out. This is Exodus chapter 1, verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. So what did he say? He said it's too many Israelites. We got to cut their numbers down, because if we go to war, they might join our enemies, and it'll be the end of us. Why? Because we was multiplying. Our blessing is to be fruitful and multiply. So of course we're gonna do that. All right. And I'm on next scripture. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and built for Pharaoh for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. You know, the more they afflicted them, the more they beat them, whipped them, treated them like shit. Basically, the more they grew. Why? Cause when a man is stressed, what he do? He go home and he pop his wife. All right, he has sex with his wife. So you know they was working hard. They was coming home. They was probably having sex every day. To be honest with you. All right, that probably was the only joy that they had. You know, they slaves. They don't really have a life. All right. And verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with the rigar, and they made their lives bitter and hard bondage in mortar and in brick, and in all their service, wherein they made them serve was with rigar. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shipra, and the name of the others Puah. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. Why did he say that? Because your lineage go through your father. All right. If you have, we already know that the Egyptians and the Israelites was intermingling. That's how it go when you got two nations in a society. So if you killing all the men, and then you probably got the Egyptian man taking the Israelite woman, those children are Egyptians or Hamites. All right. So he knew what he was doing. He was trying to wipe us out, but we already know it's impossible to wipe the Israelites out. All right. The Lord, the Lord made us. He made us a promise, and He gonna keep it. Malachi 3:6. I am the Lord. I change not. All right. So He not going back on His word. No matter how much these heathens think they about to afflict us, destroy us, it's just a thought. It's never gonna come true. All right. All right, that's basically all I wanted for Exodus. I'm about to grab this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 2. Why do the heathens rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against His anointed, saying, let us break their bonds asunder and cast away their cords from us. Like I said, something vain mean pointless. It's going nowhere. They imagine a vain thing. They imagine wiping out the Israelites. But we know that's not going to come true, because at the end of the day, this is the Lord's movie. All right? The actor not going to come and tell the director how the movie should go. All right? That's all these heathens is. You got the good guy, the Israelites, the bad guy, the Edomites, and you got the evil henchmen, the side characters, whatever you want to call them. That'll be the other heathens. So, you got not even the main bad guy in this story, just another a side bad guy, whatever, the Egyptians, the Hamites, whichever one you want to call them. They think that they could wipe us out right now in this story of this clip, of course, but it's a vain thing. And I'm about to keep reading. This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 4. He that sitteth in heaven shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall He speak unto them in His wrath, and vex them in His sore displeasure. All right, so no matter what a nation do to us, they can't wipe us out. The Lord He laugh when they think of that stuff. Why? Because we the Israelites, we the chosen people of the Most High. Like He protecting us. Who could do harm to us if the Lord protecting us? All right, everything is of the Most High's will at the end of the day. All right. I wanted to grab this too. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Matter of fact, this is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. All right. So the Lord speaking, He's speaking through His prophets. He says, speak to the house of Israel. All right. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. It say, thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them. All right, what I mainly want out of there is learn not the ways of the heathens. Why would we learn after the ways of the Hamites, the Edomites, the Elamites? These is people that enslaved us and treated us like shit. But you want to serve their customs, they gods? It don't make sense. All right, that's why we got this. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. And that's why we go into these slaveries. We be forgetting the law. We be forgetting the statutes and commandments, and to follow the Lord and what he said. All right, he made a covenant with us, and we got to keep up our side. When we don't keep up our side, we end up going into a slavery. But this is the last one. All right, then we're going to get these perfect bodies and get rid of these chains of darkness. All right, but what I mainly want out of here is them people, they get destroyed for lack of knowledge. All right, they got a Bible, but they don't read it. You know, they don't consider who are the Israelites today. It's 17 nations on the earth, but people, it's 138 countries, and they claim their country instead of their nation out of the Bible. All right, if Jake got to wake up. If they knew that they wasn't the African Americans and they knew to keep the laws, we would already be out of here. All right, that's all we waiting for is for the elect to wake up. All right, but no, you still got people still thinking they African American. That's why they're going to be destroyed. 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be destroyed. All right, but with that, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakar Kadash, giving double honor to the apostles, elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings over pushing the truth and sincerity, and abide for all.